to provide all senior high school students in Ghana with tablets loaded with textbooks on them for their studies.
You see, this story has been out in the public domain for some time now, but I decided not to rush and do the story because you see, something you don't understand, you can't kill yourself, and you can't rush to doing the story when you don't even understand what goes in and out of such area, such field. I'm talking about the field of government, then politics things. I know they like, so I know they even involve myself so much. But you see, some of the stories you just have to touch on them somehow. Because after all, the president said, "Make we not be spectators, make we be participants, make we be participants, not be spectators."
To provide all senior high school students in Ghana with tablets loaded with textbooks on them for their studies.
You see, Vice President says them go share free tablets to all SHS students this year. And the question every Ghanaian or most Ghanaians, or the question everybody is asking me, is it really necessary? Ask yourself, is it really necessary? Is this thing really necessary? Because if you ask me, it's not like it is not necessary. It is not like it is not a step ahead. Yes, it is a step ahead. But how will you take a step ahead when the people coming up don't even have any ladder to climb on and reach the level before they take that step ahead? You get a point. Basic schools are coming up to the secondary level. They have a lot of problems that should be taken care of, but it looks as if the Minister of Education and the GES and the people holding offices wait for take care of these things, or people who are supposed to make sure that these things are done. It looks like they do on looking. That is how it look like they do on looking. And then the government itself, be like say they know they do stuff, so they do stuff. They do plenty things in this Ghana here. They do plenty things. But when you look properly, the actual things where they hear, they do things, but the actual things where they hear, they do.
To provide all senior high school students in Ghana with tablets loaded with textbooks on them for their studies.
Now, giving these kids these tablets will not do them any good. Let's be sincere with ourselves. Now, as it stands now, it won't do them any good. Phone is illegal in secondary schools, yet students were able to have phones, record themselves to insult the president. Now you are going to share tablets for them. In the name of the tablet to be installed with SSI, textbooks, and then whatever. Please, make nobody deceive you. There are ICT labs in the schools. If anything at all, stock those ICT labs, resource those ICT labs, fill those ICT labs. These tablets, some can be in these ICT labs. If anybody wants access, they should go to the lab. Giving these things to them individually, that should mean that you must also provide free Wi-Fi to all the secondary schools. Yes, and he made that clear that they will be providing Wi-Fi to all the schools. Do you know how much this will cost? You see, people have started reading meanings into these things because people feel like a lot of things supposed to be done in the basic schools, they know they do, because the government or the politicians feels like the younger ones, no, they don't reach the voting age. So if we do something for them, we don't get any benefit. But if we push some goodies to the secondary school level where they are of voting age, we will be able to win their votes. We will be able to buy their votes. That is the idea.
That is very, very a game-changing development, if you will call it. And so we will have past questions and all of that preloaded on these tablets that will be distributed to all. And I pray that it does come to pass this year. but they are fully on course to do that.
Because recently I saw a headline, a news headline that over 30,000 students lack furniture in the northern region. Just northern region alone, not the whole country. 30,000 students lack furniture. And I saw one on UTV. They said the water company, Ghana Water Company, says these days because of the rain, because the rain and things, water, what sources of water has gone down, and they have to be managing water for Greater Accra and some other regions. And they have started, because in my area like this, it's been 3 days. 3 days, Monday, since Monday they closed up, they no open them yet. So if you're in this area where you don't get poly tank, where you store small down, where or you get kakra, if you don't get money, you know if you get poly tanks. Those of us where we don't get money, this is why we feel the hustle there, we still the stress here. So water, it will reach somewhere in this Ghana here, we'll start importing water. And all this, some of these things can be boiled down to the galamsey and co. When they are destroying our water bodies and things, the forest reserves and all those things, just because of galamsey, and nobody's talking about it. Why say we don't go need water? They destroy on our water bodies, the things. The forest will go feed the preserve on our water bodies safe. They destroy the. Why we no go? They need water. Now that they go provide kiddies with free tablets. If you ask me, you know the need now at all. You know the need
to provide all senior high school students in Ghana with tablets loaded with textbooks on them for their studies.
As I speak, some basic schools are still under trees. They don't even have classroom blocks. Talk less of furniture. Some of us, one at time, as we go them basic school, now we send on our own tables. Then at the point, I don't know whether it was the community. Then they provided some desks, or the government, they provided some desks. So we say, be everybody gets. So if you don't get, you go continue to bring your table. And it was okay. We were managing it. So by now, all the students forget desks. At least fine, they forget desks. Wait, now as we speak, some still there under trees. They don't even get classroom. Talk less of a desks. But they leave all these ones aside, they go to tablet for people where they hire a SHS. It does not make sense. We don't even want to go to other sectors. So even some of the basic schools are complaining that they change curriculum, they don't bring textbooks. For so many years now, Teacher Kojo has been complaining about this thing. They are leaving these ones and they go give tablets to some people who already have more powerful devices than tablets. Please, just legalize phones in secondary schools. They can take care of themselves.
To provide all senior high school students in Ghana with tablets loaded with textbooks on them for their studies.
You know the need. The same thing they said they will provide laptops to teachers, so that will eliminate the writing of a teacher's notebook and all those things. They provided the laptop to some of the teachers, and still they are writing notebooks. Lesson notes, they are writing lesson notes. Please, first things first. You see how they talk? Because I don't get so much. I don't really know so much about how these things are done. So I don't kind of shall. No. But please, the people who they hold office way for make sure that these things are done. Some of the things are obvious. It be obvious that as a student, even okay, fine. If they really want these people to install textbooks and pass questions and codes, like he said, all the people there in those SHS, they have phones. Just legalize the phone. Just legalize the phone. Because whatever they will be doing with their phone, they will do it with those tablets. You say the 1 minute. SHS. Boss. Just legalize phone. It is okay, so they can take care of that. They will install the textbooks themselves, fix their dormitories. They will charge the devices. They will use their own devices. They all have gadgets. They all have devices already. They are even using it low key. Just legalize it. Don't now go and be providing your own unnecessarily and be adding Wi-Fi. tell me what you think in the comment section. Just tell me what you think in the comment section. Because for me, I don't even know what I think right now. But I feel like it is not needed. My name is Class KLAST. We meet again on my next episode of my next content in society.